Copyright disclaimer. Citation of articles and authors in this report does not imply ownership. Works and images presented here fall under Fair Use Section 107 and are used for commentary on globally significant newsworthy events. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Community Guidelines Disclaimer. The points of view and purpose of this video is not to bully or harass anyone, but rather share that opinion and thoughts with other like-minded individuals curious about the subject. Hello, UCU family members and comic heads out there! This is your friendly host, MAGNETO of United Comics Universe, bringing you all this comic excitement. Today we're going to be giving you some info on the mutant named Polaris. But before we drop this article on y'all, let's get into the giveaways! Once we hit that 500 subscriber mark, we'll be giving away a Nick Fury Pop, but you better not call him Nick. Once we reach that 5,000 subscriber mark, we'll be giving away a PlayStation 4 or 5. It'll be your choice when that time comes, so make sure you subscribe. In order to be a winner of these awesome prizes here at the channel, all you have to do is comic smash that subscribe button, then comic punch that notification bell so you can get notified when we go live and upload a video. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go! Welcome to your
United Comics Universe.
A universe for fans.
From pages to pictures, we are comics.
We are movies, we are television, we are the pages in your books, and we are comics. Now let's get into your comic excitement. Okay, before we get into the bio, I'm going to do a quick rundown on what the power ratings mean, so when I'm reading off the numbers for what their stats are, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, under strength, which they classify as the ability to lift weight. 1 is weak, you can't lift your own body weight. 2 is normal, you can lift your own body weight. 3 is peak human, able to lift twice your own body weight. 4 is superhuman, which is the 800 pounds to 25 ton range. 5 is also superhuman, 25 to 75 ton range. 6 is also superhuman, 75 to 100 ton range. 7 is incalculable, in excess of 100 tons. So intelligence, which is the ability to think and process information. 1 is slow/impaired, 2 is normal, 3 is learned, 4 is gifted, 5 is genius, 6 is super genius, 7 is omniscient. For energy projection, which they have as the ability to discharge energy, 1 is none, 2 is ability to discharge energy on contact, 3 is short range, short duration, single energy type, 4 is medium range, medium duration, single energy type, 5 is long range, long duration, single energy type, 6 able to discharge multiple forms of energy, 7 virtually unlimited command of all forms of energy. Okay, fighting ability, which is proficiency in hand-to-hand combat. You have 1 is poor, 2 is normal, 3 some training, 4 experienced fighter, 5 master of a single form of combat, 6 master of several forms of combat, 7 master of all forms of combat. Okay, durability is the ability to resist or recover from bodily injury. 1 is weak, 2 is normal, 3 is enhanced, 4 is regenerative, 5 is bulletproof, 6 is superhuman, 7 is virtually indestructible. Last one is speed, which is the ability to move over land by running or flight. 1 is below normal, 2 is normal, 3 is superhuman, peak range 700 miles per hour. 4 is the speed of sound, Mach 1. 5 is supersonic, Mach 2 through orbital velocity. 6 is speed of light, 186,000 miles per second. 7 is warp speed, transcending light speed. Okay, let's get into the info. Polaris' real name is Lorna Dane, which is her legal name since she was adopted, but her given name has not been revealed. Polaris first appeared in X-Men number 49 in 1968. She is 5'7", 138 pounds with green hair and green eyes. The X-Men Marvel Encyclopedia ranks her intelligence as a 2, strength 3, speed 5, durability 2, energy projection 5, and fighting skills 3. Not too bad. Her powers/weapons are magnetic manipulation. Now, let's get into her background. Only through a sinister plot did Lorna Dane learn she was a mutant. Mesmero captured Lorna and placed her in a machine that activated her latent mutant power to control magnetic forces. In the nick of time, Iceman found the captive girl and freed her from her imprisonment. Grateful for her release, Polaris teamed up with the X-Men and entertained an attraction to Iceman, but it was Havoc who stole her heart. Mesmero was employed by an android version of Magneto, although he didn't know it was an android created by a master robotics engineer at the time, to hypnotize Polaris into thinking she is Magneto's daughter. Mesmero dropped his control over Lorna, overconfidently assuming that she would obey her supposed father no matter what happened. And his cluelessness helped ruin the engineer's plans, thankfully. In the comics, there was a point in time that Polaris was actually Magneto's illegitimate daughter, but they reconned it later on, so currently she is not actually his daughter. Using her skills to fight for peace between man and mutant with the X-Men, Polaris worked side by side with Havoc. But the X-Men's enemies continued their efforts to seize her magnetic powers. Growing tired of these threats to her safety, she, along with Havoc, eventually left the X-Men to pursue graduate studies in geophysics. Only months after finishing her degree, Polaris was possessed by the psychic entity named Malice, who forced her to battle Havoc and join the Marauders in their quest to slaughter the Morlocks. As their two energy matrices interwove, the two women became permanently bound together. Mr. Sinister had known that this union would occur, but failed to warn Malice of it because he had specific plans for the now blended entity, basically using Malice-possessed Polaris to attack the X-Men. Big surprise, right? At one point, the sorceress Zaladane dispatched mutants to kidnap Polaris, who, unknown to Zaladane, was actually her half-sister. After using the High Evolutionary's machinery to siphon Polaris's mutant powers, Zaladane infused them into her own body. During this process, Polaris was separated from Malice. What happened to Malice after that remains unknown, but she resurfaced years later to bother Polaris once more. She possessed Havoc and tried to kill Polaris to get her revenge against Sinister, from whom she was trying to break free. In the end, Sinister asked Malice to possess Polaris once again, knowing that Lorna wouldn't object to the possession in order to save Havoc, but out of their love for each other, Havoc and Polaris each tried to absorb Malice, preventing the other from being possessed. Malice was then apparently destroyed by Sinister himself. Once out from under Malice's control, Polaris joined Havoc on a government-funded mutant strike force. After an extended period of time with the team, Polaris ended her romantic relationship with Havoc and her professional relationship with the team. Polaris was able to end the sentient island Krakoa by directing a magnetic bolt to the center of the Earth, which severed the planet's primary lines of magnetic force, which caused Krakoa to be flung into space where it apparently died. That's some serious magnetic power. Thinking she was doing a good deed, Polaris traveled to Genosha with Magneto to supply him with power to help him keep order over the country he ruled. Her plan backfired when Magneto launched a full-scale assault on the last Genoshan town opposing his rule. Polaris attempted to stop him, but she was unsuccessful and left the island. Along with Quicksilver, Polaris returned to covertly intercede in Magneto's tyrannical rule. But she got caught up in catastrophe when mutant-hunting Sentinels, sent to the island by Cassandra Nova, appeared and murdered more than 16 million of its citizens. While Polaris survived, she carried millions of magnetic patterns within herself, including recordings of the last moments of Genosha and the last words of Magneto himself. Professor X tried the best he could to exorcise Polaris's mind of the magnetic demons, but she remained traumatized, slowly heading towards insanity. So what do you guys think about Polaris? Do you want to see her in the MCU? Use your comic words and put them down below to let us know. Please be sure to give us a like up, but the most important thing is to share, share, share. This is the only way we can get around the censorship on YouTube, so please share! Please share it! Also hit us up on Rumble, Instagram, Twitter, Parler, Facebook, and Twitch. Please support us on Patreon or PayPal. Your support helps us keep making these awesome videos and buy more comics and camera equipment and all that kind of good stuff so we can make the videos even awesomer. All the links are down below. We are comics. Please check out some of our other videos. Catch you superheroes and villains another time.